Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, as 50 Cent recently put the STARZ network on blast for how they handled the release of the most anticipated episode since the series started that features the Eminem cameo, and he didn't hold back on Twitter and had a message for Eminem to show his appreciation. We also have more mind-blowing stats for Eminem, this time from the United Kingdom, that shows he's holding it down for US artists in the country. So much so that some have described it as UK is Eminem's second home. He's so massive in the United Kingdom, and at this rate it will become his first home soon, and word on the streets is that he's got some Welsh royal bloodline, so it makes sense, eh? And before we dive into the details, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll start with 50's update on what went down a few hours ago, and he started his rant with this. STARZ is a crap show, they better sell it fast. They put the freaking BMF show on, then took it down. What network does ish like that? They just ruined the anticipation of the episode I directed. I worked hard on this, I can't work with these people anymore. And the confident, loud, but ill-informed crowd hopped under to ask, why y'all put that wig on M? Laughing emojis. This was tweeted from an iPhone, where for those too lazy to type, you could just ask, hey Siri, what did White Boy Rick look like in the 80s? Done. And some hopped on to clear things up because the real White Boy Rick had foolish hair like that. Many today think the same of the styles in the 80s. It didn't look out of place back then, but the same can't be said today. And back to the post, some reacted, he's playing White Boy Rick, do some research. And back to 50 Cent, he wasn't done going off on STARZ, he added, Episode 7 of BMF is the best work I have done directing to date. I'm disappointed that STARZ handled this so poorly. I used my personal relationships to make things happen they couldn't have made happen. At Eminem, thank you for doing this for me. I love you, bro. And 50 and M's relationship is one that sets an example based on many reactions. The type of brotherhood that more industry folks gotta be on. Your circle should be proud, not jealous. Is this a dig at Kanye and Jay? But jokes aside, here's an interesting take on the situation. Barely anyone saw it or have access to it now and can't watch it again. Why all this crying? Well, it's not like Eminem's White Boy Rick is circulating the web right now from an episode that's been pooed. Nothing to be mad about, right? And 50 had more to add on how this was handled poorly. They called me saying they wanted to hold episode 7 back a week so we can roll right into Ghost. I said cool, then these craphead people put that freaking episode out for 3 hours and take it down. Facepalming emoji. This is not okay. When I get uncomfortable, I make everybody uncomfortable. Now who getting fired? And on this a user adds, cause you know we mad as F about that. Listen here, Curtis, you got 1 hour to get that episode back on STARZ, or else you can't stop the rain. It's yet to be re-released on STARZ, and we'll have to wait till the 14th, and some have summed up 50's rant as, he said y'all embarrassing him in front of the homie. And moving on, recent reports revealed some interesting facts about Eminem in the United Kingdom in 2021. First, that Curtain Call in 2021 is the 18th best-selling album of the year. According to the OCC, a report adds 2021 best-selling albums in the United Kingdom. Number 18, Curtain Call, 121,000 units. In comparison to the US, based on the population, 67 million in the United Kingdom compared to 329 million in the United States. That's the equivalent of roughly 594,000 sold in the US. And guess what? In the United States in 2021, Curtain Call is the 49th best-selling album. And here's the kicker. It sold 590,000 in the United States. So it's selling at the same rate in the United States and United Kingdom based on the population. We call this coincidence extraordinaire. And moving on, there's more that a recent report showed, and it goes, since 2017, only these 4 artists have had an album sell over 100,000 units in a single week in the United Kingdom: Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, Eminem, and Take That. And notice, only 1 artist on the list is international, so actual promo does wonders for Eminem outside the United States, as that album is Revival, that opened with 132,000 equivalent units sold first week, the US equivalent of over 640,000 units sold. And those Revival numbers were the second biggest album opening in 2017 behind Ed Sheeran's Divide in the country. Hence why the UK is described as Eminem's second home by some, and another user expanded. In the last 5 years, Eminem has been the only international artist with a 100,000 plus debut in the United Kingdom, and the user reacted, not even Drake. Wow. And for reference, CLB did 46,000 first week, Views did 78,000, Drake's biggest opening in the United Kingdom so far, and the user got this reaction. As far as I know, Drake hasn't had a 100k plus debut in the United Kingdom, which got this. Seems like he's not as big outside of the United States. Well, compared to the United States, the answer is no, as even in Canada, Eminem sold more albums than Drake in the 2010s, which says a lot. That will be all for now. Share your thoughts below, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.